So true. So
Um,
true.
so I was reading one of your blogs, and I always will grab your Tuesday
Technique Tuesday newsletter.
technique,
Yeah,
yeah.
Technique Tuesday. You need to sign up for that Technique Tuesday. I give away, like you're getting ready to say, the blog, and it also has an accompanying video. We'll take something like, I don't know, carpal tunnel
Yeah.
or spinal stenosis or something like that, and
You,
do
you
an article.
you had a great one on right brain, left brain, and crawling patterns recently.
Yep. I love that. I like that idea. When we're born, we crawl with in a homolateral pattern. We're homolateral. The right brain, the right side, the right arm, and the right leg work together. So when children try to crawl, they don't have a cross pattern gait. And so when we start having cross pattern gaits, that starts to organize the right and left brain through the corpus callosum. And a lot of people, particularly like here in the United States, we have, people are real social. I live in a neighborhood that's pretty social, and everybody's wanting to see if they can get their kid up off the floor first, to walk.
Oh, yeah.
My kid walked at 6 weeks old or some shit. It's the worst thing you could do, like you have to develop that crawl pattern on the floor. And so sometimes, I got to get my clients on the floor because I see that. And what the homolateral gait is, when you're weight bearing on your right foot during gait, your head should be over that right leg, so you can feel like you have a cross pattern gait, but you may not. You can watch people walk I do a gait assessment in all my clients, and just see, have they lost that basic pattern? Because I don't want to go much further with them. There are things I can do, but I'm not going to get great improvement until I get them back on the floor and have them get retrain and crawling, or simple things like standing up and pulling your left knee up and touching your left knee with your right hand, and that real quickly. And so all those brain training things to train different parts of the brain, I'm totally into, and that's all part of my assessment is seeing if the brain and the body are communicating.
Yeah, it's a huge part of what I think that we need to be adding in. I can't imagine it happening in the college, but maybe postgraduate, like straight after college, so that people understand the neurology, because neurology is so important. The amount of times I have clients that their homework will be skipping, not with a skipping rope, but skipping, because movement patterns are important. So with the homogeneous model, you're saying that when you step on your right leg, your foot would naturally go to the right, and if you've got a problem, it will go to the left?
Okay, so what happens? You see these people and they walk, and I'd give you a demonstration, but I don't have any room back here. But basically, what you see is when the person lands on the right foot, naturally, your weight is going to be, your head is going to be centered over that. Moshe Feldenkrais, whom is just a big idol of mine, even though I never got to study with him, talked about that a lot too. But there are some people I find, the WEC method, and some of those people who really get into it specifically. The gait guys, if you follow them on Facebook. But your head needs to be, how your OA joint is a strange joint that'll help center your head, because that's what we did during evolution. We had to, when we were hunter and gatherers, we had to have a stable platform that could rotate quickly and to track prey. And so that is what's supposed to happen. It's a side bending rotation of the atlas, so it cocks over the stance leg.
Yeah.
And so basically you're doing a cross pattern gait and everything. So you see these people who have a homolateral gait that have not learned that, and they walk, and I have that in my article, picture of a guy doing that. I found a picture of a guy I found in Florida. I took a picture of him in Florida, but he's on his right leg and his head's off to the left. You see this a lot of times in lumbar fusions. People have had any kind of either Harrington rods or lumbar Harrington rods or spinal fusions that lose that. They lose that ability to have that cross pattern gait. And that's a tough one. That's really hard to retrain in them. But you get them on the floor. There's a bunch of good exercises and a bunch of good people who teach that. Craig Liebenson is one of my very favorites. Yeah, I love Craig. Craig and I Performance Health has been our sponsor for years when we've gotten together. If you don't know Craig Liebenson, Rehabilitation of the Spine, all of his books, but he's got a brand new one. It's like 1,200 pages.
Oh,
the guy's a nut. How can you imagine doing that? He's a nut. I mean, he goes 900 miles an hour.